Hi guys, in this class we will discuss about a how you can or how a user can edit its profile. So I have to move dashboard. When I move dashboard, some error I'm facing because the user is log out. And then what I have to do, that error should not display here. I have to make secure this application. At the end, how you can make this application secure, then this error will not be displayed and this page will not be accessible without login. When I click this login link, this is not working because I did not provide login uh, link here in the backend. Index.php page register I provided, dashboard I provided, for logout I provided, but login I did not provide. Now I provide login at PHP. When you will click on this link, when I click this one, login page will display here. Now I want to make login, just copy from database, email and password login. When dashboard also displaying here different error, but why displaying here dashboard, and then you can see that did not make any connection. I have to copy and paste here connection and also start a session. So it is not issue of logout as I discussed earlier, but you can make this page secure. Without login, a user cannot access this page. When I refresh, you will see that each and everything is okay. When click on this one, drop down menu is displaying here. Profile is displaying here for a logged user. When I click to set this profile, or I want to update my profile, there is no link in the backend, so you should know that this page I want to use actually templates in dashboard, user underscore profile setting. This page I want to use for updating a user profile. Just I have to open that page in VS Code. This page I want to open in a VS Code, and then for that reason I have to create a new file and copy and paste here. Save this file in a XAMPP and id docs CMS System dashboard user underscore profile underscore setting.php. So first of all, step is that I have to copy a connection, paste at the top of this page, because I have to make an action of this file with a database. Now what I have to do, in the top bar I have to provide a link. When a user click on settings text, then it should redirect to this page, user underscore profile underscore setting.php page. Just refresh this one, refresh this one, and then when I click this setting, the setting page is displaying here. Now I want to display all the information in this text box: email, user password, image, date of birth, country, city. Then user will be able to update any field, and then click on this update button, then it will be update. Now what I have to do for that reason, I have to check which user is logged. Using session I can check which user is logged. At the top, actually I have to remove this sidebar and use a include method. Then I move to our subject. Just I have to use a include method, include sidebar.php. Just copy this line of code and also remove this top bar and use include method. That is very efficient way. I recommend to include or make different part. And then here I have to write top bar.php. In fact, each and everything is okay. Now what I have to do, I have to check which user is logged. For that reason, I have tried PHP code before PHP form. Now what I have to do, I have to check that which user is logged. Using session, I can check. I have to pass key u_id as I provided on the time of login. Echo, it will display ID of logged user. Refresh, you should see that 1 is displaying here because this is the user that is a logged user. Its ID is 1. That is why 1 is displaying here. I didn't need its only ID. I want to store its ID in a variable, and then I have to select all the data. All the data I have to select from database according to ID. The user which have a ID 1, that record I want to access from the database table. So I have to write query for this one. This query is need to write to select all the data from all user table where uid should be equal to logged user ID, and store this query variable. Run this query using MySQLi underscore query method. It take 2 argument, one is connection, another is a query. It will return an object. Then I will convert this object into array. That array will be associative array. This row variable store a complete record of a logged user. Actually this is a associative array. I can echo row, and then I have to provide a key. For example, u_name. It will display name of logged user. We know that logged user is Faisal Zamir. Refresh. Faisal Zamir should display here. You can see that it is displaying here. Now I did not to access only Faisal Zamir. I have display a value of every field according to logged user information. You can see that when I type anything else, it will display in this box. You should see that. You can see that is displaying here. Value is displaying here. I didn't want to display here. I want to display user current information that is stored in a database. Echo and using row, and then u_name. It will display name of logged user in this field, and then user will be able to update its name. Refresh. Faisal Zamir. This Faisal Zamir is coming from this cell because this is a logged user. And I can also provide a email, same like I provide for all. Here will be a you pause, and then this image I have display. How I can display image? This image tag you have to use, and then this is a current file. User profile underscore setting. This is a current file, and our image is present upward. That is why I have to use this technique, and then write a image img, and inside this folder image is displaying, image is stored. Then I have to write here u_pic, and you can also set its width and height, alt attribute, and then provide date of birth. Then just you have to provide a DOB date of birth, and for country just provide a u_country, and then for city you have to provide a city, and for website you have to provide a u_site, and for bio you have to write here, because this is text area, this will be a bio, and then each and everything is okay. When you click on this update button, before this I want to refresh this one. Every information should display here properly. You can see that the information which is displaying here, this information is a belong to logged user. So logged user information is displaying here. When user provide a updated data, for example, user change its name to anyone or update its email, password, anything else user can provide, and then when click on this update button, user profile will be update, and also data will be update in a database table. Now what I have to do, I have to write more thing after for PHP, and I want to say that if is set method. If is set method means when this button is active, that I can access using a post method, post method and then square and just copy a name attribute value. When this button is active, then what you have to do, you have to get new value from this field using name attribute value. We have discussed already this when we work on register a user. Just open register.php page, and then in this way you have to get all value from a field. Just paste into a user profile. Where is user profile setting? So just paste here. Each and everything is okay. Now what I have to do, I have to run a query for a update query. This query is needed for updating a record in a database table. Update all user table name. Set, this is a reserved word you have to write. U underscore name is the column name, and its column name value should be new value. This is a variable in which new value is stored. And comma, u email, this is a column name, and this is the new value as stored in a variable. And this u email is updated email that is coming from this form. This email. So each and everything I provided, everything you can see that at the end of this query, where condition, where I didn't want to update all the record in database table. I want to update only that user which ID is equal to this ID. This ID is coming from top. You can see that ID is coming from session value, because this is ID of the logged user. To run this query, I have to use a MySQLi underscore query. It take argument connection, and there is a query, and then I use this inside a parenthesis of if statement. I want to say that when this query is successfully run, then I want to use a JavaScript method window.open. Then what you have to do, you have to redirect this user to this page, user underscore profile in save tab. So another is a method of move uploaded file. Take two argument. One is a temporary name of image, another is a location you have to provide where your image will be displayed or stored. img folder, and its name should be A. So I used move uploaded file method that will store updated image in img folder. Actually this folder is located upward from this current file location. That is why I use two dot symbol and one backslash. Now I try just refresh this one. I want to update this name to, for example, Faisal Jafri, and I want to update another email, Faisal123, and password 123456, and I want to also update my image. I want to provide another image, this image, an image I want to set. Everything is okay. This is my bio. You can provide, just click on this update button. I should move to user underscore profile.php page, and new information is displaying here. Name is updated, email is updated, and also bio updated, and image is also updated. So this is the way you can edit any profile of logged user, and then you can view that information. So this is all about editing of any user. So there are many things we have to create for the CMS system. One thing you have to mention here, I want to provide link of logout when you click on this tags. So I have to open a top bar, and then I have to provide a link when you will click on this list item logout. User should move to logout.php page, but this page is one step up from this current location. That is why I have to use two dot symbol and one slash, and just refresh, and then I have to click logout. I will move to login.php page. So this is all about how you can edit any user, and logout functionality I have already discussed.